What's good, everyone? This is Jin. One question. When the hell is this guy going to get an EZA? I don't know. I guess with the worldwide celebration coming up and what goes down during that celebration period, I guess we'll find out if this guy is a candidate for that. But, you know, I think out of curiosity, I really wanted to test out this unit with max level links and just gauge how this unit would hold up in today's standards. So, with that being said, I initially thought about taking him to some of the easier Infinite Dragon Ball history stages, but ultimately I ended up deciding to go with, you know, the newer stages just to really see how he performs on a more current state or newer stage, you know, format. So with that being said, let me just kind of break down the stats and skill sets, and we'll go from there. But I guess, you know, after watching the showcase here, let me know in the comments below, does this guy hold up to current standards? Is he underperforming? Did he age terribly? You know, let me know in the comments, because I'm very curious to see what you guys think of this unit with max level links at 100% potential. Now, just to break down my potential level builds, because you did see it, I did kind of take an interesting approach where I assigned this guy level 5 dodge. The reason being, one, I had plenty of evasion level skill orbs to just throw out there, right? So I didn't mind using one of the level 5 evasion skill orbs. Number two, this guy does have the ability to counter, so even if he dodges a normal attack from the enemy, he can still counter the enemy. So that's kind of the thought process going behind that. So I did want to kind of clarify that beforehand. Alright, let's talk about the unit. So this is the Super Strength type Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Bulma. Right away, I really wish they just kind of renamed this guy to Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta Rage, or, you know, Rage Vegeta, or whatever the case is, right? And, you know, obviously he has the Rage mode active and whatever, you know, based on conditions, but the fact that Bulma is built into the name, that ultimately resulted in this guy having far less categories than he should. And that is just such a problem right now in terms of like building a team around this guy. And we'll talk about it. You'll see it, you know, when we talk about the unit in detail. But I just immediately want to throw it out there. From a leader skill setting, it's Super Type's Ki plus 3, HP attack and defense increase of 40%. Not really a relevant leader skill. Maybe with the EZA, this guy will be somewhat upgraded, maybe 77% or something like that. Now for the super attack, greatly raises attack for one turn and causes supreme damage to enemy. I did initially consider going with higher levels toward additional attack based on that setting, but I think, you know, back then when I rainbowed this unit, I was pretty much like, let me just focus on the crit side, because, you know, again, this guy has the ability to counter. So that's kind of the logical steps in terms of like how I went about building this unit. In terms of the passive skill for this guy, it's attack and defense increase of 100%. Counters normal attacks with tremendous power, rages when conditions are met, and the condition being when HP is 30% or less, and it's one time only, and it's obviously one rotation only as well. Now, since it is a level 10 or max level links showcase, let me just break down the level 10 links impact. Super Saiyan is going to be, give me 1 second, attack increase of 15%. Royal Lineage is going to be Ki plus 2, an attack increase of 5%. I'm going to have to refresh this website on Dokkan Wiki because I can't see real quick. So, okay, so Prodigies is also attack increase of 15%. Golden Warrior is also going to be all enemies defense minus 10% and Ki plus 1. Berserker is attack increase of 30% when HP is 50% or less. Very limited within the category selection of units you can bring in for this particular link skill. The only one I could think of at the time, and I debated on including this guy, was the AGL, what is it, Dark Mass Saiyan or something like that, whatever the case is. Prepare for battle, Ki plus 2, attack and defense increase of 5%. Shattering the limit is Ki plus 2 and attack and defense increase of 5%. So not terrible in terms of link sets. You can certainly activate a fair amount of these, and you'll see it in the showcase here. But from a category standpoint, I mean, it's so limited. Join forces, Vegeta's family, exploding rage. That's literally it. You know, you can build teams around this, but from an overall synergetic level for the team, it just doesn't work that well. So I don't know. I really don't think an increase in categories is even an option, even with an EZA. I don't think they'll do that. So I really don't know. Like, I mean, I just simply wish they had more categories for this unit. I think it would be way better if they did. 12 key multiplier is not too bad. 145%. That's actually pretty good. And just to put it in perspective, this unit came out on JP on April 17th, 2018. I read that earlier this morning and didn't realize how old this unit actually was. On global side, it was January 19th of 2018. So it's certainly time for an EZA for this unit. And you know, based on building a couple of additions in terms of like the passive skill, in addition to like the upgrades like the attack and defense increase 100%, I think this guy could certainly do pretty well. I mean, it's just really the fact that the limited list of categories really hurts this guy, I think, in my opinion. He does have a rage mechanic, so I guess we can talk about it real quick. There's like 3 different varieties of attacks. It's the Bing Bang attack, you know, causes extreme damage to enemy. The Final Flash will cause supreme damage to enemy, and the Fearless Gallic Gun will greatly raise attack for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to enemy. And the overall stats from an attack standpoint is 40,400 in rage mode. So that's pretty much the setting with that. Again, you guys are seeing the performance on some of the newer stages somewhat. So I'm very curious what your thoughts are in terms of how this guy's performing. Is he up to standards of what you would expect? Is he underperforming / underwhelming? Is he a unit that has aged terribly? Initially, you know, when I was going through the testing of it, I think I gave him a little bit too much of a hard time. I was a little bit like underwhelmed, right? I mean, I saw the performance overall and I was like, man, this guy aged pretty terribly, but I guess like I was maybe being a little bit too harsh on him because, you know, again, he does have the countering mechanic, and, you know, if you have the crits active, and I literally had to go through at least 8 or 9 runs just on a variety of different stages just to give some sort of measurement on how he actually performs, right? I mean, I wanted to make sure, one, like a lot of the active link skills were active. Number 2, I wanted to make sure they were somewhat more current stages that were on the newer side. And then number 3, what was it? I can't even remember. It's so early in the morning. I can't even remember the third talking point that I had in mind. But I think what I was trying to say was basically initial impressions. I was a little bit disappointed, but the more I think about it, I guess he's okay. He's probably expected, right? And in terms of like the overall team build, you obviously see the new strength type Super Vegeta linked up. I mean, you are able to share a fair amount of links with just that unit, and then throw in a couple of floaters that do activate some of the links or provide passive support to either key attack or defense, if not all. You know, you're able to maximize to the extent you can on the unit overall. So I don't know. It's really hard to determine how I feel about the unit at this point. I might just have to play with it a little bit more, and dependent on the EZA stat improvements, I might remove the level 5 evasion skill orb and actually assign something else. I've actually been considering that quite a bit, but I don't really know what to make of it. Look, again, my biggest gripe is the fact that Bulma's name is included in the card name. I mean, no disrespect, but Bulma's just getting slapped up, you know what I mean? I don't know if she was deserving of a name being included on it. So I guess the whole point was, you know, it would have been better if he had a different name where it was, I don't know, like Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta Enraged or something along the lines of like the Fury Broly name, you know, kind of differentiate between the other Vegeta units, but also still have kind of a unique placeholder to you know, have that rage mechanic. I guess what makes it difficult is it is a rage type unit, so the normal state of the card is going to be a regular Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, I guess. So that's probably where their thought process was. But 3 categories really isn't going to cut it, you know, for you know, any unit in the game right now. Considering, I guess, yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's just I'm having a lot of different thoughts in my head right now, and I don't want to necessarily get ahead of myself. So I'll leave it to your thoughts in the comments, and just kind of let me know, you know, what your thoughts are overall. Again, I'm very curious what you guys think, and I know for a fact, a lot of you guys are probably wondering how this guy performs with level 10 links, just like I was. So, you know, was it to be expected? Was it underwhelming? Underperforming? Did he age pretty badly? Again, you know, just let me know in the comments below, and we'll go from there. I'm very, very curious what the tone of the conversation is going to be about this unit. But I'm going to go ahead and close out here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the 100% potential showcase with the Super Strength, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Bulma with level 10 links across the board. As always, thanks for watching. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Okay, peace out.